Sargent. I'm back today with another video. Today we are going to be diving into Colourpop's Good Sport Palette. This hasn't been out for very long, so if you guys want to check out what I thought of this palette, and also if you want to figure out how I put together this look, then go ahead and keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. All right, let's get started. Okay guys, so jumping in today, we are going to be talking about the Good Sport palette from Colourpop. Let's take a look inside this baby. I really love the color story in this. I think this is a really versatile palette. I could see myself making a ton of different eye looks with this. So I think for today, I want to try to use as many colors as I can. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Also, before we get started, obviously this is a wig. Yeah, it's hair washing day today, so you know, good old trusty wig. I think I am going to start this look today with this plummy purple color up here called Sista, and I'm just gonna start with my fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna sweep that in my crease. So this is not my first Colourpop palette. I have a few other ones. Actually, I have reviewed a few other ones on this channel also. I'll go ahead and put a card up above for you guys if you want to check out any of my other Colourpop tutorials that I've done. But I really like Colourpop. I think, you know, their shadows perform really well, and you can't beat the price. I mean, they are so affordable, and I've been very impressed with their quality. Morphe is another one of my favorite well-priced brands that I use, but Colourpop is super on trend. They have all the colors of the moment. I mean, they pump out palettes like nobody else. I mean, every single week it seems like they have like a new release. But their colors do speak to me. They put out a lot of really fun things, and so far I've been super impressed. Okay, so there was a little bit of fallout in there, but you know, I've kind of rethought this whole fallout thing because I am quite heavy-handed with my eyeshadow. So I think a lot of times when I say that there's fallout, it could be like just user error, we'll call it, just because I do really kind of like go in. So I'm sure if you have a lighter hand, you probably will not experience the same amount of fallout. Okay, so this purple is a little bit patchy, it looks like right in here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it is getting a little bit patchy as I blend it out. And the color is also losing its vibrancy. It is kind of getting like a little muddy as I'm continuing to blend it out. Now, I have heard a lot of people say that purples are very difficult to formulate, especially a less expensive purple that's using not so expensive pigments. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna definitely try to go back through and finesse this, but just right off the bat, I am kind of noticing that this purple is a little bit like I'm gonna be going in with this color right here called Rookie. And this looks like a coppery color with some purple and blue glitter reflex in it. Maybe some fuchsia reflex in it too. It's really beautiful. And I am going to put that down on my lids. But because there's glitter in it, I am going to take some of my Too Faced glitter glue and just pat that down on my eyelid really quick before I apply this eyeshadow, just so I don't end up with glitter like all over my face, because that is what happens. Okay, I have a pretty good amount of that glitter glue down, and I'm gonna go ahead and just take my flat paddle brush, and I'm gonna pat this on my lids. This seems to be really packing on pretty well. I'm gonna blend the edges out in just a second. Now I am going to go in with a smaller blending brush, and I am just going to run this along the edge of what I just put down, just to blend the shadows in together a little bit. And I think I might actually pick up a little bit of that purple on this brush too, and just use that to also blend this in. Just like that. Great. And I did get some glitter fallout, but I knew that I would. That happens with every glitter eyeshadow there is. Okay, now that I have that color laid down on the lids, I'm going to go in with this color right here called Reckless. This is just going to be a deep maroon color. And I'm going to take my flat but pointed brush and pick up some of this, and I'm going to put this down on my inner and outer corners. And again, I am just patting this down, and then I will blend that out in just a second. The color payoff on this is pretty good. I mean, I've dipped in once and there is a good amount of product. Okay, and again on this outer corner, the pigment is really good. Okay, and now I'm just going to take that brush and just try to blend that out a bit. Again, this outer corner right here is acting a little funky. It's just not really wanting to let the product stick to it. So I think it must have been something with my eyeshadow primer. Maybe I like missed a spot or something. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this color right here called High Hopes. This is a nice camel color, and I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush and just run this along the edges just to diffuse the lines out a little bit more. Just along the edges right in here. I'm also going to put a little of this on the inside of my eye right here as well, just to kind of blend things together a bit, and also on the outside of my eye. Next, I'm going to line my lower lash line, and I'm going in with this Urban Decay color in Torch. This is just going to be like a rusty cinnamon color, and I'm just going to line my waterline and then smudge it out along my lash line. Now I'm going to be going in with this color right here called Hooky, and this is really close to that eyeliner that I just put down. It's going to be a nice like reddish cinnamon color. And just taking that same brush, I am just going to be stamping this along the lash line and then blending it out. Yeah, that color is almost identical. And then I'm just going to flip my brush to the side and just blend that out and out into that purple that we had laid down before. Let's just kind of meld this whole corner together. Now I'm going to go in with this yellow color right here called Trooper and my smaller fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend that out underneath that lower lash line. Just kind of smudge it into that cinnamon color. Okay, that yellow color blended out really nicely into the other color. However, I did notice that the yellow was like kind of chalky and powdery, and I think if you were going to use it on its own for just an impact of the yellow, I think you would need to set it like directly on top of a sticky primer to get the color to come out of it, because I have a feeling that if you put it down and then started to blend, it would just like blend away into nothing because of the consistency of it, but it was really nice blended into this other color. That worked out pretty good. I'm going to go in with this color right here called Ebb, and this is a nice green gold color, and I'm going to put that on my inner corners. But before I do, I'm going to put down some more of that glitter glue because this looks like it's pretty glittery and I just don't want any fallout. And I'm just going to take that tiny little paddle brush and I'm just going to pat it down. Wow, that color is amazing. I'm going to have to blend that out for sure, but holy moly, does that have some color payoff. Okay, I'm going to take my tiny fluffy brush and just blend that out a little bit. Holy moly, that color is absolutely stunning. It performed amazing. It's so like rich and creamy and color dense. I am pretty amazed actually. Next I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes. Today I am using Eylure in number 126. They're just some nice fluffy lashes. So I'm gonna pop those on really quick and I will be right back. I almost forgot to put on mascara, which is kind of crazy. So I am going to pop on some mascara really quick. This is It Superhero Mascara, which I had totally been sleeping on. I tried this mascara a long time ago and I wasn't really that crazy about it, but recently I dug it back out again and I am loving it. I don't know what happened. I don't know if maybe I just didn't build it up before, but this stuff's kind of amazing. Okay, so I think that completes the eye look. I really love these lashes. I think they're really gorgeous. Yeah, they're just flattering. I think that they'd look flattering on just about any eye look too, so they're pretty versatile. Next up, I'm going to put some highlight on. Today I am going to use Colourpop's Supershock highlighter in the color Flexatarian. And I like putting it on with this little stippling brush. I will kind of go back in with my finger just to finesse a little bit too, but I do like kind of applying it with this. So this is a pretty blinding highlight. I've used it before and I really like it. Lastly, for lipstick today, I am going to use this Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the color Trap, and this is just a really nice, cool nude color. This formula, as you may have noticed, was pretty watery. It only took me dipping in once to coat my entire lips just because it was so watery. It really like kind of spread out pretty far. So maybe that would be a good thing because it's not going to leave like a super thick layer on your lips that are going to crack later and get like flaky. It feels really light because there's just a thin layer on there, so maybe that's helpful. I do like the color. I think it's a pretty flattering, cool toned nude, maybe even a little bit of like a grayish. Alright, well I think that does it for the look today. We were using Colourpop's Good Sport Palette today. All in all, I would say it was a really great palette. Some of the colors I think are better than others. It seems to me like the shimmers in this palette are a bit better than the mattes, but I think matte formulas are a little bit harder to formulate as well. I mean, I am really happy with this. I will use this again, and I definitely want to try out the other colors in this palette that I didn't get a chance to use today. So let me know what you guys think of Colourpop down below. Is this a brand that you guys use? Do you like it? Do you think it's worth the price? I think I do. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already. That way you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Also, if you'd like, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm at Sarah Sargent Pepper. Sarah Sargent spelled just like my name. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me, guys. I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.